waleta nkongole munzako abwera asova ukali kuyamba vokamba vinangu zamene zilibe na nzelu. Why are they talking now? Vaona kuti mumarizevu kuli 6.5 billion. Zambia vankala na energy oyenda kukamba za upuva ati reserve ilibe nchito ndati owe.
What are you saying? What are you saying? What is he saying?
Well, they are going to go and have a look.
Of course we'll have a look.
My reserves are important for emergencies.
Vankala na energy oyenda kukamba za upuva ati reserve ilibe nchito ndati.
My reserves are important for emergencies. Chalo chatu lelo chimu emergency. Today is an emergency. Mayuti bani wanja. Mayuti walipe nchito monsa. It is an emergency. The youth unemployment is an emergency. Youth unemployment is an emergency. Pameta kufanina na wanzanga na mukulu wanga HH. Afuna ndalama zikale kuma reserves. Matransporta kuno kukatete. Sumanda afole ndalama. Council workers wakala 6 months wanafole ndalama.
Sifuna salari seo tiri ya kali anebare manase anebare manase
Mafama benzo fala pa line.
This is the way farmers are struggling here in Chinsali. They are sleeping on the corridors for them to get their payments. And if you can check properly, the time is 24 hours and see how farmers are struggling here in Chinsali, leaving their homes because of their monies. The government is neglecting them.
Benangu wanaruza manyumba. Ma contractor the whole country suffer ndalama. Wanzanga wa UPND walina mabilioni mba reserves. Niwauza kuti baneo nani. Izi ndalama nizosebenzela abantu. Emergency yes. Mukasunga $5 billion mu emergency. Mwatengapo $1 billion. Mwaikama factories. Lelo kuna kukatete. Ija food factory asembe isebenza. Lelo asembe isebenza food factory. Na zanchito ngati ziliko. One Zambia. So I'll address them in English so that they pick it on the news. My dear brothers, yes, I know you're focused on building reserves. Every other government has been building reserves. But we want you to build your reserves with due regard to the suffering of the Zambian people. You must ensure that council workers are paid. You must make sure that the civil servants take swap is implemented. You must make sure industries and factories that create employment are open, like the one in Katete, the food factory. We under Tonse, we will use the money that we generate in this country. One, to progressively build the reserves, but also use some money to industrialize. When we industrialize, we will create jobs. When we create jobs, we will kill poverty. One Zambia!
Zambia! Ija reserve ni insurance, ni police insurance, ni assurance, ni confidence. Ngati kuli drought tisebenzesa reserve twagula vakudya tapasa bantu kuti badye.
They think we are fools? Do they think we are fools?
Chisamba Member of Parliament Chushi Kasanda confirmed that it is true that FRA is selling maize grain that the agency had kept from 2019, 2020 and 2021.
The maize that we have right now in this shade, we are selling. We've sold about 160,720 bags, and this stock that I'm talking about is stock from 2019, 2020, as well as 2021. This is the maize that we have in abundance, and also to note that we had the stocks that we're actually selling off is 282,000. And from that 282,000, the ones that we have sold so far to date is 160,720.
Currently, a bag of mealie meal in Chisamba is costing about 150 kwacha.
Kati kuli drought tisebenzesa reserve twagula vakudya tapasa abantu kuti badye.
Manje yaenda milisi fertilizer kulibe futi siwachipasa.
Manje nishiziko yatu yenda kuti bana bazafa na njala kulima ni fertilizer. Then milisi yamene ili mudepo iyenda yo matraki yaje yatengewa tizagula kuti tenzo pulumukira kwa mudepo.
Hunger is biblical. The time of the children of Israel. Remember 8 years of plenty? No, 7. 7 years of plenty and 7 years of what? You're not Christians. I thought you accused me of being a non-Christian. Me, I'm an elder, serious elder. 7 years of plenty and 7 years of hunger, famine. It's in the Bible. How is it that today people can say, my colleagues in opposition, that HH has brought this hunger?
At the beginning of the drought, the Zambian government signed a contract with Tanzania for 650,000 metric tons of grain to be imported from Tanzania. Paid for 195,000 tons of that, and not all of that has even reached the country yet. And the cost was 40% over the prevailing market rate at the time the contract was signed. And so before we knew of the contract, the United States, as a partner, as a compassionate friend of this country, contributed $20 million to address food insecurity and drought.
Kati kuli drought tisebenzesa reserve twagula vakudya tapasa abantu kuti badye.
Only to find out that you're paying 40% higher than you should to get grain, and you're not even taking what you were.
Manje eve anaononga reserve when they were there. Abafana babiri analima ministers muja mu PF.
In February 2021, Zambia's gross international reserves stood at $1.2 billion United States dollars.